Hi, good morning. Jim here from Manor Park Classics, giving you the full walkabout of everything we've got that's going through the sale on Saturday. Tomorrow, Thursday, we are open all day for viewing. There's also Throttle Thursday, so please come along and spend the afternoon and evening with us and have a good look around. The place is open for you to wander around, do whatever you want, speak to the guys, get any information you need. We're all here to help. So let's get stuck in. So I'm going to start off with this car, which is a Vauxhall Calibra 2-litre 16 valve. Now, it's quite an unusual car. It's showing 97,000 miles. However, it has had a king's ransom spent on this car. Paintwork, mechanicals. It's absolutely lovely for what it is. Much more money's been spent on it than the car is ever going to make. It's just a very nice example of a Calibra. And I have to say, I suppose some people might think the Calibra was the answer to Ford's coupes of the time. I think they're forgotten. I do think they're going to come back, but time will tell. Right, we're moving on to a Mercedes. Now, it's a Mercedes CLK convertible. Great colour, by the way, with the blue hood with the grey leather. So I do like this colour combination. It is completely factory stock standard. It is a 430, which means it's the V8. So if you're going to have a CLK convertible, you're going to get the V8. You're going to have that noise, let alone how rare it is. This car, somewhere between £4,500 and £5,500, but it's a very pretty car, again with a lovely history. Then we move on to what I think is a very rare car, a 1979 Opel Monza. Now, you do see a few GSEs kicking around. This isn't. This is pretty much as it comes. It's a 3-litre S, 6-cylinder engine, very rare. Don't see many of them. The vendor drove it up from the Midlands, so we know it drives well. It's very 70s in the colour. The velour interior trim is something to behold. It's how cars were, or how luxury cars were back in the day. It is exceptionally nice inside there. It's a great place to sit. It gives you a nice comfy feeling, and it gives you that sensation that you were driving a 1970s car. And let's be honest, we all like a bit of that, don't we? So that car will be coming through. Nice thing about this, no reserve. So let's see where that goes. I'll be interested in that myself to see where that finishes up. Next car, carrying on from a theme, is we have a Mercedes. Now, it's a Mercedes 300e, which is, you know, we all know what one of them is. However, it's the 4MATIC, which means it's the 4-wheel drive with the automatic gearbox. Very rare combination. They were very expensive when they were new, hence they didn't sell many. There aren't many around. It's in lovely condition. It's, you know, people associate E-Class Mercedes of this age with rot and so on and so forth. I'm sure if you look hard enough, you'll find something, but it greets you very well. That's a car which is very nice. Now, this is a special car. 2007 Mercedes 500 CL in silver, sat on a set of 20-inch wheels. I think, as I've said before, I'm not 100% sure they are factory Mercedes wheels, but they look good. The nice thing about this car, it is very low ownership, and it has only done 12,000 miles. So 2007 Mercedes CL, having only covered 12,000 miles, which is documented. So that makes this a very rare proposition. This is a great daily driver, or you could put it into a collection, or whatever works for you. Nice looking car. Price wise on this, well, I don't know, 10,000, 12,000 pounds maybe. We'll have to wait and see where that one ends up. Then we move on to, continuing a luxury theme, a Bentley Continental GTC. So that's the convertible. In black, black trim, black hood. So it's 3 black, as they say. And I think it's got piano black wood as well. Yes, it has. So black. Great combination. It is a Mulliner, sat on Mulliner wheels. Everything about it is as you want it to be. Has done, or is showing 79,000 miles. But again, do you know what? It's not expensive. These cars are becoming very affordable now. Probably never been a better time to buy one. This is going to be somewhere between 12 and 15,000 pounds. Then we move on to, carrying on the Bentley theme, a Bentley RT. Now, Turbo RT, long wheelbase. Now that is an awful lot of Bentley. These cars, back in the day, this is from 1998, they were probably as good as it ever got for Bentley, and as people would say, it's probably the real Bentley. Fabulous spec. I think it's peacock blue with magnolia, but you can correct me on that if it's not. And it is a little bit of Bentley history, because these cars, they were just so special. There was nothing around at the time to compete with that. If you had one of these, you had arrived. The nice thing about this car is it's going to be no reserve. Then we move on to lot 229, which is another Bentley. A little bit different, Bentley Arnage T. It's a 2002 car, again in a lovely colour. I think it's Silver Storm, I think the colour's called. This car is showing 76,000 miles, has a fresh MOT, and again, I have to say, this car is being offered at no reserve. There's been lots of interest in this car, lots of phone calls. You know, it's an opportunity for somebody to come along and get themselves a nice Bentley. Then we go on to another Bentley, which is a Bentley Arnage Red Label 2001. So a little bit different in the specification to the other car, in black, 6.75 V8. Now we have to tell you that we think there's a head gasket fault with this possibly, so please be aware that this car is demonstrating that it has a head gasket fault. But have a look at it, make your own mind up, but please be aware of what we just told you about this car. Then we move on to something very special, a Ferrari 360 Modena. Now, again, rare thing, F1 gearbox in red, obviously, black seats. It's just a nice car. It's not going to be an expensive car because it's done more mileage than you may expect a Ferrari to do. It comes with a ruck of invoices which have recently been done to the tune of £27,000 for mechanical work and bits and pieces and so on and so forth. That much to list. What we suggest you do is, if you have an interest in this car, come and see it. Come and have a look at it in the flesh. We'll give you a cup of tea or a pot of tea maybe to go through all the invoices, and you can have a look at that and make your own mind up as to what you think about it. But as Ferrari 360s go, that's going to be a cheap car. Right, moving on. 2008 on a private plate, Aston Martin V8 Vantage Roadster in silver, black leather, black hood. It's got the what they call the spheric grey alloy wheels, grey calipers. Nice car, nice condition, 65,000 miles on it. That car is going to be somewhere between 22 and 26,000 pounds possibly. Again, I've said this lots of times. For some unknown reason, Aston Martins just seem ridiculously cheap at the moment, and this one falls into that category. That should be a lot more expensive, and it really should. So, moving along, 2007 Audi Quattro TT. It's the 3.2 with the DSG gearbox, and it is a Quattro. This car in red, just shy of 85,000 miles. Pretty car, looks to be completely standard. It's got a nice history with it. It's got some photographic evidence of work that's been done to it, so it has got some nice bits with this car. Price wise on that, somewhere between £4,500 and £5,500. Then moving along, carrying on with Audis, we have a 1994 Audi S2 Coupe, finished in green, magnolia interior, and again, I think this is pretty much factory standard. Rare car, don't see many of them. Very rare thing. I suppose this was the equivalent to the BMW coupes of the day. BMW coupes, there was plenty of them, there was very, very few of these. So it is a rare thing, it is quite desirable. It was some time ago a Cat N, we don't know why, but Cat N is not the greatest of importance. It could have been a wing, a bumper, a headlight, something along those lines. It's nothing structural. Long time ago. It's done a lot of miles since, and it's been through a lot of MOTs since, so it must be fine. But that is here. That car is going to be somewhere between £9,000 and £11,000. Then we move on to this, which is a 2006 Porsche, and it's a Cayman 2.7 in black with black wheels. Got quite a look about it. It's got a carbon fibre effect bonnet, roof and tailgate, so it kind of flows all the way through. Got these yellow wipers on it. Ignore the front plate, that the sun has melted the sticky, so we're going to stick that back on. It's very warm today, so that's what's happened there. But in black, quite a desirable car. Cayman, again, Caymans and Boxsters were kind of forgotten. I think they're on the way back because they're just perfectly handling cars, a little stronger than 911s possibly, so a more usable Porsche. So that was with us. That's going to be somewhere, and this is the thing, listen to this guys, £6,000 to £7,000. That's one cheap Cayman. So moving on, now here we have a 1978 British stalwart MG B Roadster in red, sat on wire wheels, has got the hardtop. Now, this is a rare thing. So if you look at that, hardtop. It's vinyled, but it's a hardtop. Can't remember last time I've seen a hardtop on an MG B Roadster. That's a rare thing. Wooden steering wheel, beige interior. It has had a lot of money spent on this car, and a lot of money. It's in lovely condition, great chrome. Come and have a look at it. We haven't took the hardtop off, so we can't tell you what the soft top is like. We can see it, and it looks okay, but we haven't tested it. But in a day like this, who cares? That is a nice red car, sat on wires, chrome bumpers. It's very, very pretty. Price wise on that, somewhere between £5,000 and £6,000, but I have a sneaky feeling that'll do a little bit more than that. Now, rare car, Honda Prelude 2 litre. The car is from the year 2000, 68,000 miles on it, in blue. Again, looks to be factory standard. That's the key with these cars. It's not being messed with, it's not being souped up, it's not being all the things that happen to these things. It's not being a drift car. It is completely and utterly as it should be. Factory sunroof, great colour. And the nice thing about this one is, guys, this car is no reserve. So if you're into Japanese cars, this is going to be a bit special for you. Then we move on to this. Now, this is a bit of a thing, this car. It's showing a low mileage, which is around 50,000 miles. Sorry, tell a lie, 33,000 miles, which is believed to be correct. However, please make your own mind up on that. It has been used in TV work. It is a Ford Cortina 2.3 Ghia. That makes it a rare car in itself. In an oyster colour with a brown vinyl roof and with the probably light brown velour interior. Again, a little bit like the Opel Monza. It's from a time where velour signified quality on a car because it is a Ghia. It is top of the range as Fords went. Arguably, you may do paint work on it. Not because it's damaged or rusty, just because it's faded. It has got the odd rust blemish here and there, but not much. So, in my mind, if that car was painted correctly, that would be a very expensive car. Because what makes it even better is it's no reserve. So, here we go again. 1989 Peugeot 205 GTi. It is the 1.9, not the 1.6. On the correct wheels, with the fog lights, with the factory sunroof. It has got leather. Now that is something that's been fitted aftermarket, but you know what, it works great. It's still piped in red, but it has got grey leather. But it's nice in there. It's got the red carpets and all the things it should have. It's just the leather that's being added. I think it benefits from it. We all know what these cars started. They probably were one of the most famous hot hatches. They came up against the Golfs. They have a huge following. They are very desirable, and it looks great in black. Not many of these left now, I have to say. So come and have a look at this one. That is somewhere between £9,000 and £11,000. And then we come along to this one, which is a BMW E28 520i. Nice car in, like I'd say, a cream colour. Again, got the interior from the time. It's automatic, factory sunroof. It appears again to be factory standard. Again, it's done some TV work, it's been in a few TV shows, but it's just a nice, honest, genuine factory BMW 520i E28. E28s by them, but what they are a very rare thing these days. And this car, again, no reserve. So, nice thing. Now, this, okay, 1967 Jensen Interceptor, but it's a Vignale. Now, if you know your Jensens, you'll know the Vignale stands for. You know it's a very rare car. It's a Mark 1. It's just had 3 owners from new. It's a project, can't tell you otherwise, but it's very rare. It starts, it runs, it drives, it stops, but it is a project. But it's not a bigger project as you may think. Come and have a look at it. Paintwork is not the best. Interior is quite nice. But again, it's all there. It's all in one piece. Come and have a look at that. Remember, it's a very rare car. Price-wise on that is going to be somewhere between £12,000 and £14,000. Now, here's a particular favourite of mine. I think these cars are the car that will outlast most cars on the road, if I'm honest with you. I've had many of these. They're a fabulous machine. It's a Mercedes 240 CLK Coupe in silver. Alloy wheels, it is an Avantgarde, it's the V6 engine. It just does everything. No dramas, no issues. You just get in it, start it and drive it. They're just a fantastic car. Again, I think their day will come when people cotton on to how good these things are and how reliable and how stylish. But come and have a look at this car, and again, no reserve. It's just, yeah, it's just lovely. Now, rare thing. Now, I do quite like this because this has got a certain look about it. This is a 1968 Jaguar 340. Red. Don't think it started out red. I think it was green once upon a time, but it suits being red, or it's a dark red stroke maroon maybe, with a red interior, with a Webasto style sunroof, sat on wire wheels. Now, the reason I say it's got a look about it, if you're familiar with the Coombs Jaguars that was sat a bit lower, had the rear arches, that's kind of reminiscent of this car. I'm not saying it's a Coombs, it's not. However, you could make this look very, very nice if you put a nice brown belt across the bonnet, as they did. Maybe a couple of spotlights on it. Needs a bit of paint here and there on the front end. It's just stone chippy, and where the water is gathered, typical Jaguar Mark II. But that is a good looking car, and it is a good looking car. Turns heads, sits well. Again, that car, somewhere between £6,000 and £8,000. Then we move on to a very, very rare car. And I'll tell you for the reasons why. It is a 1997 Jaguar XJR. And the reason it's rare is this is one of the very last 6-cylinder before they went to the 8-cylinder. So, technically, by its date of registration, maybe it should have been an 8. But it's not. It's a 6. So if you're a collector, that might be something you might want to put into your head for your collection. It's come from a great home. It's done 97,000 miles. It's a fantastic colour. It's a dark green metallic with the magnolia trim. From a distance, it might look black in a certain light. It's not. It's a fantastic dark green. It's darker than British Racing. It's a beautiful colour. Come and have a look at it. Again, it's stock standard, being part of a nice collection from a nice gentleman brought it over to us. It's just a pretty, pretty car, but rare. Price-wise on that, and again, this is quite unbelievable, this fellas. This is £5,000 to £6,000. That's a lot of Jaguar for very little money. Now, next car. Subaru Impreza WRX STI Type UK all-wheel drive. It's a big long badge that. Doesn't say all that in the back, you're all right. In Subaru blue, grey wheels. Again, come from a good home. It's not being abused. It's not being race and rallied. It's not being modded. It's got a comprehensive service history. There's a few wee marks on it here and there. It's probably to be expected because of the age of it. It happens, but it's a rare thing, the fact that it's not being modded. That's something that's worth having a look at. Price-wise on that is somewhere between £13,000 and £15,000. Then we go to this. Now, we had this in the last sale and it did sell, but unfortunately the gentleman who bought it took ill. So he asked us to sell it for him again, which we have. This time it's in at no reserve. So it's a 1985 Volkswagen LT28 van, sorry. Again, it's been in film and TV work. It's had some famous actors in the back. I actually think one of them got murdered in the back of this, but anyway, it wasn't real. But it's out there. That aside, I think these are just a great shape. If someone said draw a van to get as much space as you can, this is probably it. It's just a square thing, and that's what you want in a van. it's got a look, it's a Volkswagen. It'll fit in very well with the Volkswagen scene. You can make it a camper, a surf van, do whatever you want it to do. You could even put it to work. That's how good this van is. But come and have a look at it, and remember, it has done a few TV shows and is quite famous. So, moving on to the next. Now, here's something that always puts a smile on my face. I think it's a great colour. Lovely colour combination. It's in a very, I don't know, blue, green, quite a nice colour with a white roof. That colour scheme goes onto the interior with the dashboard and the steering wheel, white wall tyres. It's just a cute car, puts a smile on your face. It's one of those cars that, you know, if you turned up or you've seen it, you would just want to wave at it and have a look at it. It is a 1960 Ford Anglia 105E. That's a very, very early example. So, worth having a look at. But again, these cars, it must be a generational thing. This should be £8,000, £9,000, £10,000. It's not. It's somewhere between £5,000 and £6,000. So, what a great car. What a great starter classic. Something you can turn up at shows with and be quite popular. Then we move on to a 1980 MG B GT LE. Now, again, lots of letters. The reason for these cars, they're all the same colour. They were the last of the run of the MGs. So they made the convertibles, they made the coupes. The convertibles were in a copper colour. The coupes were in this grey colour. They all had the same badging down the side. They all had the same wheels. They all had the same type of interior that matched. So it's got grey, black and a blue pinstripe velour trim. So it's all as it should be. It's all as it left the factory. It's all standard. It's rubber bumper because it's the last of the MGs, and you would never put a chrome bumper kit on that. You would keep it exactly as it should be. Now that, well, even through its rarity, it's still a no reserve car. So again, come and have a look at it. If you're into MGs, it's one of the last ones, something to have. Now we get into something very nice. This is a Ford S-Corse XR3. I'll just shut the bonnet. Jensen's just been looking at this, so just shut the bonnet down, just so you know it's nothing broken on it. 1985 XR3i, one of the first injections. Again, it's factory standard. It's got the, as they're known as, telephone dial alloys, factory sunroof, front fog lamps. And a gentleman told me last night, and he didn't want me to say this, but I'm going to say it. I'm sorry, John, but I've got to tell people, it's got electric windows. That was a very, very rare option back in the day. So this car has the electric windows on it. Very rare car in white. Again, it's factory white. Yes, it's had paintwork in its time. Why wouldn't it? It's an old car, but it's an early XR3i with a lovely interior. There are some holes in the rear parcel shelf, unfortunately, one of those things, but that is a nice looking car. Price wise on that, somewhere between £7,000 and £8,000. Then we go to a particular favourite of mine, this actually, not just because it's red. It's a BMW Z3 1.9. It's showing mid-40s in the mileage. In red, as I say, black leather, manual gearbox, factory hardtop, black hood. It's just a nice car. It's clean, it's shiny, it's come from a great home. It's been well cared for, it's been well protected. It's a beautiful, beautiful looking thing. And again, as we said earlier on about a couple of Mercedes down there, Z3s haven't quite made their mark yet, but they're going to, I tell you. That car changed the world for BMW, and other manufacturers followed suit because of what that car did. So that is a rare thing. Someone's got to buy that. Price wise on this, somewhere between £4,500 and £5,500. Madness. Great car, low mileage in the 40s. What's wrong with that? Now, talking of low mileage cars, look at this. Volkswagen Golf. Okay, no ordinary Golf though. It's a Golf GTi 5-door from 1999. So it's when Volkswagen kind of made the GTIs not as in your face as they once used to, should we say, or did do subsequently. So this car is from that era, but great colour, factory sunroof, 5-door, alloy wheels, lovely interior, completely stock standard, never going to offend anyone, never going to upset anyone. It's a great car, but underneath it, it's a GTI. But the best thing about it is, now listen to this people, it has done 18,000 miles. So where are you going to find a 1999 Golf GTI with 18,000 miles on? I don't think you are, but you are at Manor Park Classics. So This car is here. Come and have a look at it. Somewhere between £6,000 and £7,000. What a lot of car. That car will go forever. Now, rare car. Very, very rare car. 1989 Fiat X19. It's a grand finale, which means it's the last of the line, which means it's in the individual colour, which is a maroon metallic. It has the cross-stoke wheels. You know they're a convertible or a T-bar, call them what you will. The centre section, the roof comes out. Again, people call these the baby Ferrari. I can see why. This car has been through lots and lots of recon. It's just had an MOT, so it's MOT till June 27. It's just a nice thing. It's a fun car. Don't see many of. Most of these things rotted away. This one hasn't. It's in lovely condition, and again, it's come from a great home, part of a collection. It's just a pretty car, but it's a rare car. Price wise on this, somewhere between £6,000 and £8,000. That again should be more. Then we come to the first of our TR6s. We're quite blessed. We have 4 TR6s in this sale, all different for different reasons. This one's a 73. It has been in the current ownership for nearly 50 years. So just get on that. 50 years current ownership in the same family. That's amazing, isn't it, really? In red, it's just nice. Again, it's on a Miller Lite style alloys. Not perfect, but it's not perfect money either. This car is a good, usable driver car in every way, shape or form. You might choose to do certain things to it. You might not. You might just drop the roof and get yourself off for an ice cream at the beach. This is a nice, nice looking car. But the best thing about it is, guys, it's between £5,000 and £6,000. Madness. Absolute madness. But come and have a look and see what you think. Then we go on to this. Now, this has caused a bit of a stir with a lot of people. It's had lots of inquiries, lots of questions. It is a 2009 Porsche Panamera S. Okay, it is a very, very early launch car. It was registered by Porsche Edinburgh as their demonstrator. They kept it about 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and sold it to a gentleman who's had it ever since. All the service history is with Porsche Edinburgh. There are 1 or 2 things for MOTs and tyres that were done elsewhere, but all the history is with Porsche Edinburgh. It's just a nice car. It's got a few marks on it. Can't tell you it's perfect. There are a few little marks here and there. There's a little scuff stroke dent on the arch here, and there's one by the tailgate, and you're bound to find a few more, but that's about it. It's lovely interior. It's been serviced and looked after and maintained exceptionally well, as you would expect. But do you know what, bizarrely, people often don't. A Porsche, or any other car for that matter, it gets to an age and then it starts to get less and less history, doesn't get service, and if it does, it's done by people who don't know what they're doing. This has been done by Porsche, so that in itself has a major value. Price-wise on this, £9,000 to £11,000. Again, come and have a look. Just have a look at the bodywork, make sure you're happy. It's nothing major, but the rest of the car is that nice. You just need to see it so you know what you've got. Then we move on to a very rare car, and this is a rare car. 1986 Audi Quattro. So, again, car that changed the world. They changed the rules on rallying because of this car. If you're that way inclined, you know about it. Big arch car, correct wheels, correct striping, lovely interior, sunroof. It's in anthracite, I think they call the colour. It's just a pretty, pretty car. It's a legend. These cars were a legend. So, I've seen these things do 40, 50, 60,000 pounds in days gone by. It's not going to get anywhere near that. This car can be somewhere between 20 and 22,000 pounds. That, again, is a lot of Audi Quattro for very little money. Then we walk down here and we have, again, nice car. Now, this has been part of a collection. It's not been used an awful lot. And what we have here is a 1977 Mercedes 350 SL in a lovely shade of blue with the hardtop, with the blue Mercedes text, they probably call it. So it's not cloth, it's not leather, it's Mercedes text, but it's very hard wearing. It's on the Mexican hat style alloy wheels. It's got the driving lamps on the front. Again, it looks like it's factory standard. It's got the passenger side mirror. Not all of them had that. So there's little bits and pieces on this car that the more you look at it, the more you see. It's just a nice car. It's not perfect, I'm not going to tell you that, because there are a few little rust bubbles. Haven't broken through, but there's little rust bubbles here and there. But it's a lot of car. It's a 350. Don't see many of them. Very rare thing. Price wise on this, again, £6,000 to £7,000. A lot of Mercedes for very little money. And then we have, carrying on the Mercedes, we have ourselves a 1990 Mercedes SL. So this one is the 324 valve. Again, factory hardtop in silver, dark grey leather, standard wheels, standard car, low mileage, owned by a lovely couple. The gentleman has done his own servicing on the car, so it doesn't come with a lot of paper history, but you've only got to look at it to see that it's not abused, it's not been abandoned. It's a very, very cherished car in every way. Lovely paintwork. There's going to be the flaw here and there, because every car's going to have that, but it's on the right alloys, a few little scuffs on the front, headlamp wash. It's just a nice car, just a nice, genuine, honest car. And again, like I said about the Z3, I don't know how the world hasn't woken up to these yet. It's a Mercedes SL. It's the epitome of class. So, price-wise on this is going to be somewhere between £5,000 and £6,000. And carrying on with Mercedes SLs, we have a 280. This one's a bit different. It's in a colour called Vivianite. Now, long story short, apparently everyone says this colour was named after a board director, Mercedes-Benz wife. I'm not sure if that's true, but anyway, her name was Vivian apparently. That's how its story goes. But the colour, regardless, is striking. It's maybe in some people's minds, it's Marmite. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Everyone expects a Mercedes to be in silver, nothing wrong with that, but this strikes a chord. So, you've got the Vivianite paint with the magnolia leather. The bolster on the driver's seat would need a repair. Again, it's just a pretty car. Those amongst you who've got keen eyes will notice this is on an Isle of Man plate. It is. It's very simple to put it on an English plate if you wish. It has just been MOT'd, so the hard work's been done. It's just a bit of paperwork if you want to register it in the UK. Now, how rare is this? Volkswagen Corrado G60. Everyone goes on about Golf G60s and the values and so on and so forth, and rightly so, rightly so. This is the same thing in a Corrado body shell. This car, lots of things going for it. Again, cross-spoke BBS wheels, factory sunroof, beautiful history, beautiful paintwork. However, the nice thing about this car, this is a real TV star. This car was done by wheeler dealers. So there's a TV show all about this car where Mike and the guys on wheeler dealers transformed this car to make it what it is today. And it's absolutely beautiful. So it's rare. You don't see many of them because they didn't make many. And people used to go on about the Golfs, and these were kind of forgotten about. The good thing about it being rare is we've got two. But anyway, we'll come to the other one later on. But nevertheless, this one in the metallic blue, correct interior, collect everything, nice car. Price-wise on this is going to be somewhere between £7,000 and £9,000. But come and have a look at it. And as with all the cars that we're going to go through and we have gone through, please check the web out. All the information is on there. If I went through every detail in every car, I'd be here for days. So, moving on. Now then, we move on to this. Now, this is a 1964 Oldsmobile 98, which is a very original, rare survivor. It's in white, obviously left-hand drive, blue interior, bench seats, column change, all the Americano you could ever want. It's just puts a smile on your face again. It's from a time, 1964, where America was very much on the up. If you watch any American cop show or things like that, this is what they used to drive and throw them around corners and all this, that and the other. So if you're of a certain age, you probably grew up watching films and cop shows with cars like this in it. But you know what? It's nice. It's great. Lovely chrome, twin headlights. It's just got a look about it. And if you put your mind to it and you look at it and you look at the shape and the design, you can see things like Ford Zodiac, Ford Zephyr. So maybe you can kind of get where the English got their idea of cars from, possibly. We all know that, you know, a lot of English cars had that Americano look about it. This is one of them. But we did have 4 of them, different Americans. I'm going to show you another 2 now. One of them has been pre-sold, part of our 3-stage process. So there were 4 from a collection, 1's gone, but I'll show you the other 3 anyway. This car is going to be somewhere between £8,500 and £9,500. Then we move on to this, which is a 1960 Dodge Dart Pioneer. Now again, very similar, white, blue top, all the fins, all the chrome, lovely interior. Again, from a time, similar age, it's just everything you want it to be. Great looking car. And again, I said before about the Ford on that one, maybe in my mind, I'm seeing Vauxhall Cresta possibly. Again, I can see style clues where maybe the British got their ideas from, but it's a nice looking car in great condition. And again, that's somewhere between £8,000 and £9,000. So that is a car which needs to be come and seen. Then we move on to this one here, which is a 1957 Chevy Bel Air. Now, just the name Chevy Bel Air brings connotations to your mind. You think of, you know, 1950s, American school, Grease, all those things. Everyone knows the Bel Air. So this is what this car is. Lovely colour maroon, white roof, maroon and cream interior, white wall tyres, all the chrome, all the bits and pieces. Again, fabulous piece of machinery in every way. If you're into American cars, this is something you've got to come and see. All of them for that matter, because they're just lovely. They're just different. You don't see many of them, and it does take you back to a better time in life, probably, especially in America, but let's not go down that route. This car can be anywhere between £11,000 and £13,000. So I'm going to pop inside and see what we can find in there. Here we are inside. It's a bit cooler in here, so it is rather cool in here. It's quite nice. So here we have something which is, again, nice piece of car. 1958 Jaguar XK150 fixed head coupe. It's tastefully upgraded. Again, read more of the details on the rev, it will tell you, but appearance wise, it's in a lovely colour. It's like a grey with a touch of mauve possibly. Not 100% sure it's a Jaguar colour, but do you know what? It works. It's on wire wheels. It's got the chrome. It's got everything you want it to be. It's a usable car, hence the tasteful modifications. The interior is lovely, as you can see, like an ox blood with a wooden steering wheel. It's just a nice place to be. Sports seats, as they were back in the day. Like I say, on the wire wheels, it's kind of everything you want it to be. Again, I'm not going to tell you it's perfect because it's not perfect money, but you know what? It's not far off. It's a great, great usable car. And you stand here and you look at it, you think, wow, what a piece of history that car is. What a beautiful work of art. And you can see even back then how Jaguar had the family DNA. So you go to the Mark IIs and they all kind of look the same, but that front end is beautiful. It's a beautiful looking car. But the best part about this, and have a listen to this, people, this car can be bought somewhere between £34,000 and £38,000. It should do a lot more. It wasn't that long ago that these cars were making in excess of £100,000. The world has changed slightly, but you know what? There are certain cars that should be exempt from that, and this is one of them. This should be up there, but unfortunately it won't. But somebody will win out. Now, talking of cars that are very, very special and had a meaning in life, we have here a Volkswagen Cayman Ghia Coupe in red, and it's a beautiful car. This is being restored to an inch of its life. I dread to think how much money's been spent on this. Everything about it is just, I don't want to use the word perfect because I don't think any car can be 100% perfect, but it's pretty close. It's just beautiful. The interior, the steering wheel, the carpet, the vinyl, the wheels are a version of the Fuchs alloys, which is the Porsche Volkswagen connection. The chrome is beautiful. The car has come from a very, very nice collection. The gentleman bought it. He didn't do anything with it. It went straight into his garage stroke barn. and has never seen a lighter day since. It is just a stunning car. But again, have a read about it. If you want to get yourself a VW Cayman Ghia, I think you'd be hard pushed to find a better one than this. And I have to say, in this auction, I feel we are blessed because we have a good selection of cars, which possibly could be the best out there. This is one of them. So moving on. Now, this is quite nice. Look at this, 1927. So just think about that. 99 years old. Yeah, this car was probably running around and there were people on horseback, probably. It's a Chevrolet Series AA Capital Coupe by Fisher. Rare car. So that aside, just look at it. You've got two-tone cream and black. You've got a cream interior with black piping. It's left-hand drive. It's an American. Just look at it. Its condition is absolutely beautiful. The chrome work on it is lovely. It's even got on the top of the grille, and this is a rare find by the way, it's even got its radiator cap with the temperature gauge in it. It's just dead right in every way. This car is just right. Everything about it is as good as it can be. Now, again, this is one of those cars which is a great shame because this should be worth a king's ransom, this car. But because of its age and because of people's interest in it, it's not. And that's where it gets a bit sad in this day and age with certain classic cars. This needs to be preserved and kept. Sadly, this car would be less than £10,000 possibly. Now that's madness, but there you go. Right, on to something which we can probably associate again, Californian thing. We have a 66 Volkswagen Type 2 camper van. Now, it's a splitty, but it's a splitty with a difference. If you go around and look at it, it's lowered, it's got the Fuchs alloys on, it's got the windows, it's got the pop-up windscreen, it's left-hand drive, it's white over pale blue. Probably can't quite see it on the camera, but the white is metal flake, as is the blue. So if you look really carefully, it might not come up on the camera, but come and see it in the flesh and you'll certainly see it. It's beautiful. It's lovely in every way. It's been very, very tastefully, I'm not going to say it's modernized because that's wrong. It's just tastefully restored. Yes, it's been lowered and yes, it sits on Fuchs alloys, but that's about all. It's not a caravanette. It's a day van, probably, you would call it, with the side doors. But it could be anything you want it to be. It could be a caravanette. You could transform it. You could make it anything you want. But its appearance is so period, even down to the roof rack, which is sat on the back. And as I say, front screen, side sliding windows, beautiful interior. And there's another roof rack here, which also comes with the van. Now, we haven't put it on, we've left it on the floor, but you could put that and butt it up to that, and you've got a nice big long roof rack on it. But it actually looks quite good with just that on it, but that's just my opinion. Come and look at this. It is very, very nice. This is not your average offering. That is beautiful. Right, now then, here's a rare car as well. Jaguar E-Type 3.8 Coupe, 1963. Was an American car, was a different colour. You might be looking at the colour thinking, wow. Again, it's not a Jaguar colour. It's got a great story with it, which I will try and tell you very quickly. Gentleman had it restored, got it painted in British Racing Green, decided he didn't like the colour and told his painter to paint it a more lighter green. His painter chose this colour. He loved it, thankfully. I love it because it's different. It's now right-hand drive, it sits on wires, wooden steering wheel. It's got a 5-speed gearbox. So again, it's tastefully modified, so it's a good driving car, and that's what's important. So it's a car that you're going to use. It's not perfect, but you know what? It's lovely. And it is lovely in lots of other ways. And don't forget, it's 1963, so it's a very, very early example. That makes it very valuable in itself. But it's just a great looking car. You turn up anywhere and that, you are going to turn heads. It's lovely. Price-wise on this, somewhere between 38 and 42, but very, very unusual car. Now, I'm stood next to this. Now, this, again, is a rare car. It's a Porsche. It's a 928 GT manual gearbox in Guards red with the off-white leather with the red piping. Completely and utterly factory standard. This has a lovely story. It's featured on many videos with Gary Mathers as he bought the car, as he's gone through it, as he's done bits and pieces to it. And I have to say, he's not done a lot to it because he didn't need to. It was that good. It's just a very pretty car, but it's quite rare because it's manual, UK supplied, and in guards red. So it kind of ticks every box from that point of view. You're not going to find many 928 GT manuals. You could go as far as to say it might be, and I say might be, one of the rarest Porsches available in the UK, possibly. But do your homework, have a look, see what you think. But this car, just to look at it, just to drive it, just to be around it, it's just, in every way, it's just stunning. It's just beautiful. And there's no coincidence we put it here by the door. As you walk in, the first thing you see is this car. There's a reason for that. So let's move on and see what else we've got in here. So look at this. Spitfire. Okay. 1963 Triumph Spitfire 4. Now that doesn't mean it's a Mark IV. Don't want you to get confused. It's a Mark I, but they called them a Spitfire 4. Yeah, don't ask. Anyway, the car is in what I would call primrose yellow, which is a beautiful colour. It's a very soft yellow. It's a big popular colour with Jaguar E-types back in the day. It just looks lovely. It suits it so well. It's got the chrome wheel caps. It's got lovely chrome. The interior is beautiful. As you can see, everything it needs to be. Nothing missing, nothing added. It's just a beautiful car in every way, shape or form. It's come from a good home, which is long-term ownership. Gentleman didn't really want to sell it, but time moves on. It's believed, and I use the word believed, and again, do your own homework on this car, please. It's believed to have done less than 17,000 miles. We don't know for sure. It's believable. It is believable, but do your own work on it and see what you think. It is a prize winner. It has won trophies. It has won best of shows. It's that nice. This car is lovely. And again, not a lot of money. You know, you might have change of £10,000. You're never going to find another car like this. Like I said before with the Cayman Ghia, we have many, possibly, of the best examples around in this sale. This is another one of them. And probably this is as well. This is a 1957 Triumph TR3A. It's just a glorious example of a classic Triumph. It's been restored. It's not original. It's not as it left the factory. But again, I say this all the time. Who cares? Doesn't matter. It's had extensive mechanical and cosmetic restoration. It's offered with all the documentation of the work done. And I've got to say, this is one of the nicest cars in the TR3 that I have ever seen. The colour, well, it's Guards red. It's Porsche Guards red. So I can't tell you it's a Triumph out of the factory. It's not. They did do red ones, but it wasn't as vivid as this. The interior, certainly didn't make them like that back in the day. You got your cream stroke caramel seats with slightly darker caramel carpets, wooden steering wheel. Again, the dashboard is fabulous. It's all trimmed, all around the edges are trimmed. It's just beautiful. Sat on wire wheels. The rest of the chrome is lovely. It just looks amazing. And again, there's a reason why we put it where it is. You walk into our auction rooms on Saturday and this hits you, you know you've seen a nice car. And this is a beautiful car. And here's the thing, again, price-wise, somewhere between 14 and 16,000 pounds. What a lot of fun. What a lot of British classic car for very little money. And on that vein, we move on to this, which is a 1970 Austin Healey Sprite. So it's not an MG midget, so don't get confused with MG midgets. It looks the same thing, and in lots of ways it is the same thing, but it's not. It is officially an Austin Healey Sprite. Bronze yellow with black interior. Again, it's a stunning example. Sat on a set of Minolite style alloy wheels. Beautiful chrome. Paintwork is lovely. Can't say it's perfect, but it's lovely. The interior is beautiful. It's got the rollover bar. It's just a nice car, and you lift the bonnet, you look in the boot, you just know this has been someone's prized possession, and it has. You've only got to look at it to see that. It's a very, very nice car. Again, it's got a very comprehensive service history. It's superbly presented, and it's definitely worth coming to have a look. If you're thinking of an MG midget, something along those lines, have a little think again. But again, price-wise, £5,000 to £6,000. What more do you want? Amazing. Right, moving on. British sports car. Bit of a brute compared to the others, possibly, one might say. It's a 2007 Aston Martin V8 Vantage Roadster. It's got a very comprehensive service history, superb specification. It's going to be, well, it's on about 67,000 miles, give or take. It's just a nice car. It's in metallic black. And as I'm looking at it here now, you can just tell little things like that. You probably can't see it in the camera. It's got PDF on the bonnet to protect it from stone chips. You just get to know the car's being looked after. It's being cherished. When someone goes to that level to do things like that, and it's very hard to see the PDF, but I can just see it under a certain light. Nice thing to see. As I say, metallic black with a beautiful, beautiful, I know it's got a name, but I'm going to call it oxblood leather interior, which has got white stitching or off-white stitching. It's just a beautiful place to be sat in there. That's one nice car. Price-wise on that, and again, amazingly cheap, somewhere between £20,000 and £22,000. Bit crazy, but there you go. Like I keep saying, best time to buy an Aston. Then we move on to this, which is proving to be possibly one of the stars of the show, I have to say. And again, I have lots of favourites, but this is a favourite of mine. Not just because it's red, and not just because it's a BMW, but it's a BMW 2002 Ti. It's just nice. Yeah, that's the only word I can use for it. It's not concourse, it's nice. And that's what you want it to be. In red, it's on a set of aftermarket crossbow bolted alloy wheels, which suit the car really well. It's been slightly lowered. However, we do have the original wheels with the center caps and bits and pieces. It's got a nice sports steering wheel. We do have the original steering wheel. The interior is black velour. Again, it's from that time. It's a 1973 car where velour was all the go, it was all the thing. It's just a nice car. That's the only word I can say. It's a nice car. I drove this car to Tatton Park a few weeks ago for the show. It was lovely. It did everything it expected to do. It's not a modern car. It doesn't drive like a modern car. It's not meant to drive like a modern car, but it drove like a 1973 2002 Ti should, and it did. And I had a smile on my face all the way there and all the way back. So, again, it's got a lot of interest going on with this car. A lot of people coming to see it, coming to look at it, and this, that, and the other, and rightly so. Price-wise on this, somewhere between £15,000 and £17,000. And then we move on to another, again, like I said before, possibly one of the nicest examples out there. Here we have a very nice 997 911 Carrera 2 in grey metallic, factory sunroof, black leather, Carrera 2 S wheels with the center caps. It's just a very nice car. It's got the navigation. It's showing 64,000 miles. It's got a fabulous history. It's had the bore score checks. Everything is done with this car in writing. It's been done twice in 2024 and early 2026. It's had a perfect score. It's good. It's nothing wrong with it. But the best thing about it, and this is the best thing about this car, to all you purists out there, it's manual gearbox. How good's that? So, 997 Carrera, two-wheel drive, fabulous spec, fabulous history, amazing condition, manual gearbox. Does it get any better? I don't know, maybe not. But the condition of this car is fabulous. Again, it's got a lot of interest on it. Come and have a look at it. If you're in the market for a Porsche, I don't think you're going to find a better one than this. But you can make your own mind up. Then we move on to this. Now, this is a TVR 3000M. I'll tell you about it, but as part of our three-stage process, this has been pre-sold. We're just waiting for everything to come together. So that's what we do here. You take an interest in the car before the sale, we'll have a conversation, we'll talk to the vendor, you make an offer, vendor accepts it, you can buy the car before the sale. I think we sold 7 cars before the sale, up to now. This is the one we did yesterday. But I'll tell you about the car. It's a 1975 TVR 3000M in silver, black vinyl roof, Webasto style sunroof. It's beautiful. That's the only word I'm going to use. It's beautiful. Okay, so if it's still available and something goes wrong, somebody's in for a treat. I think it's going to go. The gentleman who's bought it is absolutely beside himself with excitement and joy. As I speak now, it's probably being paid for, but we'll check it out. But it's still here at this moment in time, but I do think it's going to be a sell car. And the gentleman who has bought it has bought himself a fabulous machine. Move on to this one, because you can buy this one. This is a Porsche 944S. Now, this is a nice car in black on an F plate, 1989. It's very low mileage. The current owner has had it not so long, but the previous owner before him had it for such a long time. Its history is absolutely beautiful. It's not missed a beat. It's just lovely, as I say, in black, factory standard. It's even got down to the factory stickers, sorry, the dealer stickers and the plates. It's got the proper spare wheel. It's got the sunroof cover. It's got the Porsche insignia on the seats with the cloth seats. It's just everything it should be. It's very rare because it's an S. It's just everything about it is just lovely. Service book, lots of invoices, lots of stamps. Price-wise on it, again, like everything, one of the best ones out there. This is somewhere between £10,000 and £12,000. But come and have a look, see what you think. Now, here's another car that, like I said outside, I think it's the Ford little 105e, puts a smile on your face. So does this. This is lovely. 1956 Volkswagen Beetle 1200. Originally a Californian car, came into the UK probably 30 years ago, maybe a tad longer. It has been in current ownership for 29 years. It's a lovely lady who really looks after her cars, and it's been her pride and joy. But her work-life balance now dictates that the car doesn't fit, of which she's not very happy about. But anyway, there we are. The car came into the country, as I say, in 1990. It's a rare bullet indicator model. That makes it quite rare. It's in a colour which is, it's not quite the original Volkswagen colour. It's actually a Mazda colour, but it's as close as you can possibly get to the Volkswagen colour. The interior is black vinyl with white piping. Again, we took this car to Tatton. It behaved itself perfectly well, so we drove it probably 50-mile round trip. It did everything it's meant to do. It's just charming. That's the only word I can give you. It's just charming. So have a look at this. It's rare, it's charming, it's delightful. 29-year ownership. This car is going to be somewhere between £12,000 and £14,000, but a nice car. Right, now, here's a rare thing. Jaguar XJR convertible, or so you may think. That's what it started life as, but it is no longer that. It is a Paramount Performance. So Paramount were a company who were big Jaguar specialists, and they took XJRs and they made them that little bit special. So cosmetically, it's got a different exhausts, boot spoiler, bumpers. The wheels are something to behold. It's a fabulous set of wheels. It's an amazing looking car. It's in a fabulous colour. Nice dark metallic blue with the cream leather. Again, the front spoiler is slightly different. It's badged as a Paramount. It's not badged as a Jaguar. So you can see the differences. It's a rare car. They didn't make very many of them. It's a very, very rare animal. It's in nice condition. I'm not going to tell you it's perfect, but it's nice, even down to the mats, Paramount Performance on the mats. So you get the idea what this car was all about. It's a great example. It's a rare example. You're not going to see many of them. It's a muscle car for the UK. Even the XJR, they started out as a muscle car. This is slightly better. So come and have a look. It's only had 4 owners. It's showing a low mileage of 65,000 miles. As I say, it's a 19-inch wheels, the body kit, lowered suspension. It's a looker. It's a great looking car. And again, £9,000 to £11,000. So you've got all that uniqueness for not a lot more than you would pay for an average XJR. So come and have a look at this. And carrying on the theme of Jaguar XJR, here we have a 5-litre version a 2014 car. Again, dark blue metallic, magnolia leather, black carpets, bale walnut wood, bit of piano wood in the middle. So this is a fabulous colour combination. It's a lovely place to be sat in there. It's sat on XKR alloys, the 20-inch bolted XKR alloys. Everything about it is just as you want it to be. It's a one-owner car. It's supplied by Jaguar in Stockport to a local gentleman in Warrington. He's had it since day one. He's looked after it. He's serviced it. He's put tyres on it. It's needed it. It's had it. So that's the good thing about it. The only reason, because you might be thinking, if it's that good, why is he selling it? I'll tell you why he's selling it. Because he's moving to Portugal. He did want to take it with him, and he's going to live in a little village in Portugal. And if you've ever been to these places, this car is not the car to be driving around these very narrow little old Portuguese villages. So with regret, he has had to sell it, and he's given us to sell it. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Come and have a look at it. Centre stage in the auction rooms here. Reason for that, it is fabulous. So this car, somewhere between £20,000 and £22,000. Then we move on to another car, which, as we said before, we believe that we have some of the most unique and probably the best examples around for this sale. This again is one of them. It's a 1992 Mercedes 190e 2-litre automatic. Okay, nothing special about that, you may say. However, it's done 19,000 miles. It's come from a collection. It is, it's like brand new. I look at it and, you know, little things catch your eye on cars and you see little marks here and there. I'm not seeing anything with this. I'm seeing original dealer plates. I'm seeing stickers. I'm seeing an unused back seat. I'm seeing an unused passenger seat, a very little used driver seat. Everything's brand new in there. There's no peeling of the panels like Mercedes do. The wheels are the flat Mercedes alloy wheels that left the factory with. The colour, I think, is smoked silver, which is a lovely colour. The chrome work, the bumpers, there's no marks, there's no scuffs. There is nothing. Nothing. So this probably, maybe, but you come and decide, best example in the country at this moment in time on the market. But you come and decide. This car can be somewhere between £17,000 and £19,000. Then we move on to another classic stalwart of BMW. Is a 1998 BMW 735. So it's the E38 incarnation. So this is the car that was used in the James Bond film with Pierce Brosnan. Not the actual car. That would be nice. This car is in an individual colour. It's pearl grey and it has a lavender grey interior. So they weren't standard things on a 7 Series. So when this car was built, they were paid for a little bit extra. Lovely car. It's on the big, I think the 19-inch double M parallel alloy wheels, which really set the car off. It's got a lovely history. It's very rare to find one in this condition. And again, it's come out of a collection. We have a gentleman who has quite an eclectic collection of cars, and it's not all about expensive cars. It's about cars that, for their own reasons, made a difference. This is one of those cars. So this car is very, very pretty. Not your average 7 Series. Come and have a look at it. You'd be very surprised. Price-wise, it's for pennies. It's £5,000 to £6,000. And if you wanted to, you could use this as a daily driver. It's that good. Then we move on to this. Now, one end of the spectrum to the other. 1980 BMW 728. An E23, for those of you who know your E numbers. In Polaris silver, probably, back in the day, with indigo blue cloth trim. I don't know where that came from. That takes me back, remembering those things. It's beautiful. I used that word before. I'm going to use it again. It's beautiful. Look at it. It's amazing. Where do people keep these things? It is just fab. And again, sticker in the rear window. Probably the original sticker. Plates. As I said before, correct wheels, beautiful interior, everything it should be. Original radio. Just the whole thing, the bodywork, the paintwork. It's just amazing. It's amazing. Come and see it. Come and see it. Price-wise, £12,000 to £14,000. If you're a BMW collector, you got to have that in your collection. Got to. It's just one of those cars. And again, let's talk about another BMW 7 Series. 1987 BMW 735 SE. So this is what they call the E32. So you can see the 3 generations of 7 Series here. It's very nice for us to have. This is in a colour called malachite green with parchment leather and the bare walnut wood. Automatic, obviously, as they all are. It's on the not bolted, it's on the split rim cross-spoke alloy wheels. Now these wheels were a big extra back in the day. 635 Highlines had these wheels, which were around that time. They were a very expensive option to have on any car, especially on a 7 Series, because I used to sell them, so I know. So they transform the car's appearance. Just look at it. You look at the car with those wheels, it sits better. The colour is very, very different. Back in the day, this would have been a brave choice, I have to say, but God, it works now. It's a lovely condition. It's not perfect, can't tell you that, but it's very, very, very nice. Again, if you're a BMW collector or you just want a real cool ride, this is the car for you. And guess what? Best of all, it's no reserve. So there you go, a no reserve car. Now we move on to something very different. 1957 Bentley S1 Saloon. Now this car has had 2 family owners. It's only done 37,000 miles. That's all this car has done, 37,000 miles. Now, could be wrong, might not be. I don't think this car's ever been painted. I think this car is the original paint because it's faded a bit. It might have had the odd bit of paint here and there, but I look at the bonnet, there's polish marks. It's slightly faded. The roof's slightly faded, slightly flat. It would be the easiest thing in the world to paint this. But you know what? It's charming because it might just be original. And if this is the original paint and no one's messed with it, boy, that's a rare thing. But the car itself, it drove here some distance, no dramas. It's got fabulous chrome, it's got a lovely number plate on it as well. That would be a shame to split them. It's just very, very nice with the oxblood interior, the bench seat. The interior is lovely. It's just a very, very nice, genuine example of one of these cars. You don't see many of them. You see quite a few, maybe Rolls-Royce Clouds, and there's a few of them kicking about. Yes, there is, but you don't see many Bentleys, especially an S1. So that's what makes this a very rare car in lots of ways. But again, read the web. There's lots of information on the web about this car. You need to have a read of it. This is a car, again, you could use as a daily car. I spoke to a gentleman the other day who was showing some interest in it. He's got the exact same car in the exact same colour, which is absolutely concourse. And he reckons he's into about £400,000 to get it to that condition. He's afraid to use it for obvious reasons. This might be a great answer for him because he can run around on this and not get that too upset about it. Price-wise, somewhere between 28 and 32,000. But you come and have a look at it and you see what you think. Then we move on to something very different. So this, what we've got here is a 2005 Volkswagen T30 Transporter 104 pickup. Well, that's what it once was. It's now a multi-award winning custom built with around £65,000 invested in it by a renowned Volkswagen conversion specialist to give you this. So the highlights of this car: it's won trophies, it's won prizes, it's been professionally built over 3 years. As I say, approximately £65,000 gone into it. The colour is beautiful. The finish of the paint is something else, I have to say. The paintwork finish is amazing. This in here, and I think I mentioned this the other day, I look at this and I think the quality of the woodwork in here is the type of thing you get from boat building, which is a very high quality joinery and carpentry. This is fabulous. You don't want to be using this for anything. It's great, it's lovely. It's unique. It's just a very, very unique vehicle. It's mechanically perfect. It looks amazing, and all that money it's gone into it just makes it, it's one of one, it's unique, it's won trophies, it will win more trophies if you take it to shows, it will turn heads, you will become very popular in Volkswagen circles. if you have this vehicle. Price-wise on this, forget the £65,000. This is somewhere between £15,000 and £17,000. Pennies. Right, moving on. Vauxhall Viva. Now, those amongst you who have got keen eyes will think, oh, you sold that before. We did. We sold it a few years ago. So a very good customer of ours, Paul. So thank you, Paul. So Paul's enjoyed it, had it in his collection, not done a lot with it. He's just enjoyed owning it. And that's sometimes the beauty of classic cars. This car was a car that was, well, I'll go back to the beginning. 1966, it was given to a chap for his 17th birthday. In 66, 67, long time ago, long before customizing was a thing, he made it like this. This is what he did. He made this car look like this. So he put sport seats in it, he put electric windows in it, he did some work on the engine, he put the cosmic alloy wheels on it. You know, put electric windows in a car in the late 1960s. That's a bit of a thing. He put the spotlight on it. Since then, it has been cherished, this has been used. He kept it for many, 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 many years. Time carried on. It ended up on a TV show. It went through the TV show, and the guys on the TV show didn't do an awful lot with it. They just titivated it and left it as it is. So come and have a look at it. It's just charmingly present and cute. It's a lovely little car. The fact that it's a Viva Mark 1 makes it exceptionally rare, but it's just a nice car. The TV show, if you want to check out, was Salvage Hunters. So if you go onto YouTube and put Salvage Hunters Vauxhall Viva, you will see the show and you'll see this car and you'll see how little work they actually did to this car. Price-wise on this, again, you might get change of £10,000. Should be more, but there we are. Now we're going on to something very, very special for lots of different ways. Here we have a 1936 Morgan Supersports MX2. This has been restored to within an inch of its life. It's running a matchless engine, which you can see at the front here. It's just, again, you know, we use lots of adjectives and nouns and verbs to describe things. This just, I don't think I have the words. It's fabulous. It is fabulous in every way. It's beautiful. Have a read about it. It is just amazing. As I say, the rebuild on this car was something else. It runs, it drives, it does everything it's wanted to do. This needs to be preserved. It needs to be enjoyed. It needs to be in a collection. It's just a rare, rare thing. Now, I might regret saying that in a minute for reasons you'll become obvious. Price-wise on this car, somewhere between £24,000 and £26,000. Then I move on to this. Now again, equally for different reasons, a 1934 MG PA. This was restored by a father and son team who are both talented engineers, and they spent many, many thousands of man hours to get this to where it is today. It is something else. It's believed, can't guarantee, it's believed it was once a police car. It does have a little blue light on the front, which is obviously being put on. Can't guarantee that, but that's what's believed it to be. The colour blue is not an original MG colour, but it doesn't matter. It's a fabulous colour. That matched with the black interior, the wire wheels, the beautiful chrome. It's just a great looking car in every way. But read the web, because we do go into detail on this, what's being done to it, what's being spent on it, how nice it is. And having met the guys who rebuilt it, they are talented engineers and they do know what they're doing. Nothing's been, you know, no corners are being cut on this car. It is very, very nice. Price-wise on this, unbelievably, and it is unbelievably, somewhere between £16,000 and £18,000. That's a lot of car. Now, you know, before I said to you about the other Morgan is very rare. It is, but here's its cousin. This is a 1948 Morgan F Super. So it might come as no surprise to you, it's come from the same collection, because it has, to be expected. It would be kind of unusual if there's two cars in the same colour combination that were owned by two different people. That would be spooky. Same collection, which is a very highbrow collection, by the way, a very expensive collection. Again, this car, extensively restored in 2010. It's It's just, again, it's beautiful in every way. Can't tell you it's not. Photographic evidence of the rebuild. The restoration was in 2010. It's been kept indoors ever since. This car, a wee bit cheaper than that one. This one is probably a bit of change from £20,000. But equally, both of them are absolutely perfect. They're stunning in every way. Come and have a look at them. If you're into Morgans, you're into three-wheelers, I'm not going to say microcars because that's a wrong description. If you're into nice, unusual British sports cars, you've got to be looking at these things. They're amazing. Now, something completely different. Look at that. You might be thinking, what's that? Right, I'll tell you what it is, because that's what I thought. I'll tell you what it is. It's a Toyota FJ Cruiser from 2014. Now, these were never released in the UK. They should have been, I have to say. It's probably a better looking, quirkier car than what we did get. This is fabulous in every way. It's just wacky. Its proportions are different. Its look is different. Its colour's good, like a Wedgwood blue with a white roof and white wheels. With the roof rack, it's practical, it's usable, it's an off-road vehicle, it's a Toyota. It's going to do everything you want it to do. It is a real head turner. This has got so much interest on our webpage. It's unreal. And again, when it came, we were a little bit puzzled as what to do with it, where to go with it, but we're so pleased it's here because it's fabulous. It's lovely. Price-wise on this, somewhere between £12,000 and £14,000. And it's one of those cars that wherever you go, it's going to turn heads. So if you do buy it, don't think you can shrink and hide in a corner. You can't. You're going to be a very popular person with that. Right, moving on. Ford Escort XR3i, 1990. Now again, please, please, please come along, make your own decisions, make your own choices. But again, possibly, maybe, kind of, sort of, all those words, could be one of the finest in the UK. In white, completely and utterly stock standard. It's only had one previous owner, so 2 owners from new. It's been a long-term storage. It's got a fantastic history, great specification, as in standard with the driving lamps, the correct wheels, the factory sunroof. Everything is absolute. It's even got a mobile phone from back in the day. Don't see those things anymore, do you? It's just beautiful. So, but please, come and make your own mind up. See what you think. We think it's lovely. You come and see what you think. Right, we're going to go and walk into the other hall, so we'll catch up in a sec. Right, here I am in the other room, and there's another 30 plus cars in here. So, we'll start with this. So what we've got here is quite an unusual car. It's a 2008 Saab 9.3 2-litre Vector convertible. So you might think, what makes that a classic car? Well, it's in lovely condition, great colour combination. It's a Saab, they're a famous brand, all those things. But do you know what? It's done 4,000 miles. So 4, as in 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all it's done, 4,000 miles. Automatic gearbox, completely stock standard. Can't answer the questions why it's only done 4,000 miles, but it has. So if you want to get yourself a car that you might want to collect, or you want to buy yourself a used new sports car stroke convertible that has a brand and a reliability to it, there you are. This can be whatever you want it to be, but it's a 4,000 mile Saab 9.3 convertible in lovely condition. It's 4,000 mile condition. So there you go. Find another one, as they say. Price on that somewhere, well, if you're lucky, you might get change at £10,000. It might go slightly over, but let's see where it goes. Then we go on to, again, another interesting convertible. Not because of mileage or things like that, because of what it is. It's a Peugeot 205. So we know how good they are with GTIs, etc., etc. But it's a Roland Garros Cabriolet. Now, these cars were built, obviously in France, because Peugeot is French, and they were built to celebrate Roland Garros tennis. So the theme on this car is tennis. So we might have just missed Wimbledon. However, If you're into tennis, great. If you're into quirky convertibles, great. If you want yourself a first-time classic car, that is really interesting, even better. Sun's shining, it's a little convertible, it's great in every way. It's one of those cars that it's just pretty. The interior is unique, the colour is unique, the wheels are unique, the hood is like a brown colour. Everything about it is just right in every way. But come and have a look at it. Again, I'm not going to tell you it's concourse because it's not concourse money. It's £5,000 to £6,000. It's for nothing. It's a great looking car. Right, then we move over here and we have a Triumph TR6. Now, I said before, we have 4 of these, so this is number 2. So this is a 1972. Again, it's quite an eye-catching car. It's got the wire wheels on it in red, black interior. It's just quite a nice, pretty car. Again, it's been owned by the same family since 1994, so there must be something about these TR6s and long-term family ownership. They must be good cars, maybe. As I said before, wire wheels in red. Paintwork's a little flat in places. You may buff it, you may paint it, you may not. You may just drive it. This car drove to us from the other side of the Wirral, so it probably did 30 miles, perfectly behaved itself, no issues. But again, it's one of those cars that's just been looked after, cared for, enjoyed by a family for many, many, many years, and here it is now. Price on this, somewhere between £8,000 and £9,000. Now, British sports cars again. Here we have a 1957 MG B 1500 Roadster. It's tastefully restored, a few little bits and pieces on it, a few little bits of, you know, you might think, what's different? And it is, but you know what? It's got a great look about it. It's got a heritage certificate. It's had extensive restoration records. It drives very well. There are lots and lots and lots of paperwork with this car. And again, it's been in the same family ownership since 2009. But all that aside, it looks great. So yes, the information, yes, the history, yes, the ownership. These things are all massively important. Of course they are. But in a lot of people's eyes, it's how it looks. It looks great. So have a look at it. It's nice, it's different, it's interesting. Then we move on to, now here's interesting for you, 1968 Lotus Elan Plus 2. Now this has had many, many, many thousands of pounds spent on it. As you can probably see, you just got to look at it to know it's being well cared for. It's in a colour which, you know, I'm not a betting man, but I don't think it left Lotus in that colour. Maybe it should have done because it's a great colour. Maybe Lotus should have done this colour. The interior is done in orange and black to match. So yes, it's a little bit different and maybe it won't suit the purist, but it's a fun car, puts a smile on your face. And again, we took this car to Tatton a few weeks ago and it behaved perfectly and was great fun to drive. Turned a lot of heads, got a lot of people talking about it because it's just a fun, good looking car. And you don't see many of these anymore now because most of them are broken or part restorations that no one's ever going to get round to finish. We've had a few of them ourselves. This one's done, ready to go, turn the key, enjoy. It is a classic car, like all classic cars, so I'm sure there's going to be something you're going to need to do to it at some point. However, it's a good looking car and it's here and it can be bought somewhere between £15,000 and £17,000. Now, again, here's a little favourite of mine, I have to say. I'm quite taken by this. Don't know why, but I am. So, 1954 Fiat 500C Topolino Belvedere. Now, this car's got a very charming story. These were all a go back in the 50s in Italy. You couldn't move without seeing dozens of these. I don't think there are many left at all anywhere in the world, let alone in the UK. This car was rescued by an Italian gentleman some years ago out of a hedgerow, and he made it his life work to restore it, which he did. And here it is. It's just something else. It's beautiful in every way. The paintwork, the interior, the wheels, the roof. It's just everything it should be. It's a very rare find. There's a fantastic story with it. It's in lovely condition. And again, you know, if you're an Italian car collector and you collect those red things, Would you want this in your collection? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. If you just collect cars, would you want it? Yes, you would. If you wanted something quirky to pop around in, you definitely want it. This can be bought somewhere between £7,000 and £8,000. So come and have a look at it. It is so cute, it's untrue. Then we move on to a nice example of a 1975 MG B Roadster. In British Racing Green, it's a very tidy example, chrome bumper conversion. It's got lots of history with it. It's got heritage certificates. It's just a very, very pretty car. As I say, it should be on rubber bumpers at 75, but someone's put chrome bumpers on it, put the Ross style wheels on it. It just looks very pretty. The body works nice, the paint works nice, chrome's good, interior is lovely. The hood looks to be new, so it's got lots of nice bits and pieces about this car. Have a read about it. As I say, the interior, it's not standard. I'm not going to tell you it's absolutely stock standard. It isn't. Does it matter on MGB? I don't know. I don't think so. If you want a fun car, the dashboard and the center console wood trim is fabulous. Matches the steering wheel. That's a nice place to be sat. It's a lot of fun, that car. But the nice thing about it is the price. £5,000 to £6,000. What a great starter classic. What a great supply of parts. Cheap insurance. Can it get any better? I don't know. Then we move on to this, which is a 1973 Triumph TR6. Now again, those amongst you will think, that's not a TR6 colour. No, it's not. This has had a full rebuild. The gentleman who built it, again, quite a talented engineer, he built it for himself. So it's his choice of colour and interior. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're really that fussed about it, you could change the colour, but why would you? It would be impossible to do this car. This car, go the other way around. This car is somewhere between £16,000 and £18,000. I would bet there's probably half of that again being spent on this to get this to this condition. It's lovely. And again, we took this car to Leeds to a show a week or so ago. So drove all the way to Leeds and all the way back. No dramas, no problems, lots of looks. Took it to a Triumph show where there were lots of Triumphs and Spitfires and TR6s and Stags and so on and so forth. This, probably because of its colour, got much more attention than some of the other cars. But come and have a look at it. The interior is something else. Seats aren't standard. I'm thinking there might be Mazda. Again, does it matter? But it's a beautiful place to be sat. Come and have a look at it. It's nice. As I said, £16,000 to £18,000. And then the other end of the spectrum, we have another TR6, 1972. So this is the last of the four TR6s we have. So as I said before, we have a TR6 for every pocket. This one is a 1972. It's just a nice looking car. Again, it's not perfect. In white, distinctive registration number. Again, what is it with TR6s? Family ownership for 48 years. I think I'm missing something with these cars. It's a great starting point for Triumph TR6 ownership. Yes, you're going to do things to it, but again, not a lot. You could just enjoy it for the rest of the summer with the hood down, and then maybe if you want to do things to it, do it during the winter. That tends to be the theme of classic cars these days. But the best thing about this car is, now listen up guys, the best thing about this car is it's £6,000 to £7,000. £6,000 to £7,000 for a TR6. Madness. Right. Cute convertibles. Look at that. 1969 Morris Minor 1000 convertible. Now it didn't start life as a convertible. It was converted by the Millennium, well, the Morris Minor Millennium Company. Now they are probably the country's leading Morris Minor specialists. So they converted it for its original owner to be a convertible rather than a saloon. And what a grand job they've done of it as well. It's great. Hood works, it's fine. You hard push to tell it from the original. You probably wouldn't, in fact. Paintwork is lovely. Cream wheels with the center caps. It's got a dark maroon interior with the white piping, maroon carpets, wooden steering wheel. Again, it's just a lovely, well-presented, well-cared for car in every way. You don't see them like this in this condition, I have to say. Again, if you want to get yourself a quirky, fun car for the summer, this is it. It's just dead right in every way. Parts are easy, again, like an MG. Parts are easy. Work is easy, cheap to insure, put a smile on everyone's face. Great car. Right, let's see what else we've got. Now, probably a bit out of my depth with this. However, I'll tell you what it says on here. So, it's a 1959 Foden S20 dropside. So, it's just a lovely piece of commercial transport from the 1950s. These were all a go back in the day. This was what you used to see pounding up and down the roads way back when. It's just beautiful. It's been presented well, it's been rebuilt well. It's a Gardner 6LW engine. It's ideal for heavy transport events. It's just very much in period in its colours and the way it's been done and the flatbed. It's just puts a smile on your face. So if you're into trucks or you're into something different, and I have to say, there's a massive, massive truck thing now. There are steam fairs and shows popping up all over the country where these things are all a go. Turn up at one of them in this and you'll be gratefully accepted. Price range on it, and again, like I said before, a little bit out of my depth with this, so I can't tell you whether it's good, bad or indifferent, but it's somewhere between £9,000 and £11,000. My instincts tell me that's cheap, but let me know what you think. Right, moving on. We have an Aston Martin 1997. Know a bit more about these now. DB7 Coupe. So, this is a nice car. What gets it for me on this car is the colour. Not quite sure what they call it, but it's kind of a blackberry raspberry colour. It's on what I think, and it's only what I think, probably the better wheels. I think those wheels suit the car really well. The colour is absolutely fabulous, which matches the cream interior with the raspberry blackberry piping. The carpets are also there to match the exterior, as is the dashboard. It's just as Aston Martin do when they trim a car, they trim it really well. They make it work. This works. It's just lovely. Now, I keep saying this, Astons, what's going on in the world? You need to buy one, guys. You need to buy one. Buy this one because you'll stand out. A lot of DB7s were silver, green, blue, black. Nothing wrong with that. However, this is somewhat different, and that's what makes this car quite unique. Price-wise, again, 11 to 13,000 pounds. Absolute madness, but there you go. Someone somewhere is going to get themselves a lot of car for very little money. Then we move on to a 2005 Nissan 350Z Coupe. Now, I think we said about the Z3 outside and a few other cars. Some cars kind of get forgotten in the excitement and the ether of classic car world and sports car world, and occasionally cars slip through the net for whatever reasons. This probably is one of them, but it won't last forever. It's a Nissan, it's reliable, it's a sports car, it's got great performance, it's manual gearbox. The Japanese know how to build a car. This is one of those cars. They are becoming very, very rare. It's a low mileage car, it's done 48,000 miles. It's only had 2 previous owners and it's been recently MOT'd. A few little marks on it here and there on the paint, but nothing to write home about. But I think that these cars are going to take off in value. I think there'll come a point where these will become one of the most desirable sports cars you're ever going to set eyes on. Price-wise on this is somewhere between £7,000 and £9,000. So we've just talked about a 350Z, okay? This is probably where it all started. So what we have here is a 1976 260Z 2+2. So if you think about that, which is kind of maybe the end of the Z cars, possibly, and then you have this, which is probably the start of the Z cars. Now, this one is just, it's so striking, it's untrue. It's very much at the time. It is the 2+2, which is a good thing because I think the 240s were the two-seater. It's sat on a set of Wolf Race alloys, which again are very, very 70s, with the red backgrounds. Great colour. There's a few wee marks on it here and there and bits and pieces. it's entitled to. It shows honesty. It shows that the car is being used and enjoyed. But there's just been neck end of £6,000 spent on this. This car, because the gentleman who owned it wasn't particularly happy with the way it ran, ticked over, missed a little bit from time to time. So we tried to get the carburetors balanced. They couldn't quite get it right. So we bit the bullet and he bought new triple Weber carburetors. So it sits with a new set of triple Weber carbs. It runs, it drives beautifully. And while he was at it, he ended up changing the exhaust system as well. So it's got a new stainless steel exhaust system on it, which is custom, which again was neck end of £3,000. So there is neck end of £6,000 recently spent on this to make it run and drive and sound a whole lot better. But that aside, its appearance, its looks, it's just magnificent. Not perfect, as I say, not brand new, doesn't matter. This is a 1970s Z car. Price-wise on this, I don't know. You might get a little bit over £25,000, and it should, but we'll see. Right, next car, lot 224. Again, for different reasons, probably a car that's a little bit different. It is a project. Can't tell you it's not. However, it's a very rewarding project. What we've got is a 1948 Triumph 1800 Roadster, which for very different reasons is a very, very interesting car. It's finished in black. It was found in a barn where it had been stuck for many, many years. It's showing 53,000 miles. Can't tell you that's genuine, but you never know. Don't think it's missing anything other than a couple of wheel caps, possibly. The interior is quite pleasant. It does have the roof. Now, you might end up replacing the canvas, but the framework is all there, so that's a good thing. It does have dicky seats in the back. Maybe you can just see that, Philip. If you just look in there, you can actually, this comes down, seat goes back, and that screen goes up to protect the rear seat passengers. Beautiful, beautiful. But you just look at the car, you look at the proportions of it, you know, you look at the size of these front wings, it's great, it's lovely. So that will be a very, very rewarding project for somebody, and a very, very rare and unusual car. Price-wise on it, somewhere between £5,000 and £6,000. And while we're on the sort of age group, this is a very special example. 1935 Sunbeam Dawn. Probably the rarest of the Sunbeams. It's what's known as the Dawn Fastback. It's got a great look about it. There's only a handful of Dawns thought to survive today. There weren't many made in the first place. It's had just shy of £20,000 spent on it on a restoration in 2014. It's not done an awful lot since. That's why it looks so good, and it does. It looks fabulous. Its colour scheme, its white wire wheels, its interior. It's just a great looking vehicle, and it is a great looking vehicle. Got to come and see this. It's got a real presence, and it's a car which is easy to drive. It's not a difficult car to own or drive. It's just a lot of fun. But again, crying shame, like I said before about the Chevrolet, it's wrong in some respects. These cars have been kind of forgotten about now. This, yeah, again, you could have changed at £10,000. It's not right, but there you go. So then we move on to a Triumph TR7. Now, TR7 2 litre, it's been professionally rebuilt as a rally tribute. So it's in the British Airways livery, which was the rally car of the time that Triumph did. So if you look at the car, it's got the look. You've got the fog lights on the front. It's a red car, as they were. You've got all the British Airways blue and white, so it's British colours meant to be. It's just a looker. It's a head turner. It's on a Miller Lite style alloy wheel, but mechanically it's standard. It's kind of a nice looking car. It's only had 4 owners. It's got a photographic record of its rebuilds and things it had done to it. We've recently found out that we think it was a category car way back when. Many years ago. So at some point in its life, something may have happened to it. It was only a category N, which is not that important in the greater scheme of things. but it was a long time ago, tens of years ago. So it's there, don't think it matters, but have a look, check it out, see what you think. Then we move on to another car that's got a kind of a racing theme to it. Now again, I do like this. I'm quite taken by this because it's, again, not because it's red. It's just got a nice look about it. So what we've got here is a Sunbeam Alpine Series 5. It's a 1967 car. Yes, it's in red. It's got the hardtop. We haven't taken it off. It's got the Viper stripes. Now, again, what I like about these Viper stripes is they're painted. They're not stuck on. That's quite nice. Quite like that. So, in red, silver Viper stripes. And if you look through the gap here, you probably can't see it. They actually go a little bit under the bonnet as well, so it doesn't miss anything. Quite nice. Black interior, very pretty inside. Looks pretty much stock standard inside, to be fair to it. Sat on a set of Ross-style wheels, which really suit it. It's just a good-looking car. Not perfect, doesn't matter. It's a good-looking car. And thinking of the TR7, you know, I think if it was my car, I'd probably stick a roller cage in it, stick some spotlights in the front, and that'd have a real look about it. Might come across as a bit crass to some people. I think it would look fantastic. So, price on this, again, you're going to have change of £10,000, but that's a pretty fun car, that. Now, said outside how rare Volkswagen Corrado G60s are, and they are. Here's another one. This one, again, been in a long time ownership. 32 years this car's been with a gentleman. He bought it as a treat for himself 32 years ago and kept it all that time. The colour, again, I'm going to call it Blackberry, but it does have a name, and I can't remember the real name of the colour, but it's a unique colour. It was an individual colour, which was extra at the time when the car was built. It's got the BBS alloys on. The interior is lovely. It's had lots and lots of money spent on it to keep it in this condition over the years. It's done 93,000 miles. It's got the sunroof. See the colour in the sunlight? On a sunny day like today, this colour really pops at you. Have a look at this. I said it's two to choose from, bit different for different reasons, but very rare cars. Even though we've got two, please, they're very rare cars. Price wise on this, somewhere between £9,000 and £11,000. Then, where are we? Oh, this behind me. Again, talking about rare cars, look at this. So, Alfa Romeo GTV, but not an ordinary GTV, it's a Coupe, and it's number 2 of the Coupe production of only 155 that were built in right-hand drive. So car number 2. Car number 1, wherever that may be, often is kept by the manufacturer or a dealer or somebody. Car number 2 is probably the best you're going to get if you want a low number limited edition car. But it is the Coupe. Everything about it is correct. And again, this has been in ownership for a long time as well, very unusually. Low mileage car, it's showing 71,000 miles in red, obviously. What other colour can an Alfa Romeo be? Again, it's a bit of an Italian masterpiece of design, because personally, I think Italian cars look fantastic. This does. I think this car was designed by a chap called Chris Bangle, I think, who went on to design BMWs latterly. But I think he got it right with Alphas. I'm not so sure he got it right with BMWs, but anyway, that's another story. But this car is just nice. That's all I can say. It's nice. Come and have a look at it. Rare, price rise, £9,000 to £11,000. Now we get to a very unusual car. Now, I really do want you to read the web about this, because I could be here for hours telling you about this. It's a Gardner Douglas 427. So, you look at it and think it's a Cobra. It's a replica. Yes, it is. Gardner Douglas were not just replicas. They were something else. They were very much on the next level. Probably the closest you're going to get to the real thing. So this car, please have a read about it. I haven't got the time to go through this, but you need to read, you need to come and see it, you need to go through the paperwork, and all will be explained. This is a very special car. It's had 2 family owners since it was built, just had a new clutch. It's got a very bespoke hard top. Now, it comes off, we haven't tried to, but you look at this, it's got air vents in the back, it's got a roll cage. I think it's part of the strength of the car, but you look at this, I wouldn't take the hard top off, I'd leave that on. It's just part of the car. Maybe put Viper stripes on it, maybe make it look like a race car, I don't know. But there's something about this. This is a special car. Come and see it, have a read. Lots and lots to know about this car. Price-wise, somewhere between £15,000 and £17,000. Then we move on to this pretty XR3i in red. Extensive service and maintenance history on the car. It's been stored between 2003 and 2023 before it was restored. So 20-year storage. It was woken up in 2023 and then restored. It's recently been ceramic coated, so someone's really took care of this and looked after it. When you look at it, you can see and you can feel it. People always think it's daft to say, feel the paint. You can feel paint. So this car has been looked after. Interior-wise, it's nice. Correct alloys, factory sunroof, spot lamps, rear spoiler. It's kind of nice. It's a nice looking car. So price-wise on this car is going to be somewhere between £9,000 and £11,000. Then I'm going to walk over to this. Now, said to you outside that we had a selection of American cars. Yes, we do. Here is the fourth of that collection. This is a 1958 Cadillac Series 62 sedan. How American does that sound? It's been in a highbrow American private collection for many, many, many years. The paintwork is rather nice on it. The chrome is great, and there's lots of chrome, lots and lots of chrome. I'd hate to replace the chrome on this. It's got the fins, it's got the shape. It just jumps out at you. It's just, I'm smiling now looking at it because it's that type of car. You may do something with the interior trim because it's a few splits here and there and this, that and the other, but that just proves it's being enjoyed. What I do like about it is, and this is something which only the Americans can do, it's a four-door saloon, but what you've got is a pillarless four-door saloon. So imagine cruising around in that with a pillarless four-door saloon. You just don't get things like that. It just didn't happen anywhere else but in America. Come and have a look at it. It's a Cadillac. It's just everything you want it to be. It's a 1958 Cadillac. Price-wise, somewhere between £15,000 and £17,000. But what a lot of car for not a lot of money. Right, then we move on to a 2000 Mercedes CL 500. Now, this car has really got a lot of interest. It's had oodles of money spent on it, lots of invoices, lots of receipts, lots of time spent on it, and it's so well presented. Wheels have been refurbished, it's on Michelin tyres all around, its paintwork is lovely, its interior is lovely. All the important things have been done according to the invoices. They're all on the internet. Have a read. It's just, you know, it's on the 19s with the AMG body kit. It's got a look about it. We said it before about one of the cars. The history is important. The paperwork's important. The maintenance is important. And it is, definitely. But the appearance sometimes is more important. And the appearance of this car, it just sits right. It looks right. Bit like the Cadillac, it's a pillarless coupe. You know, you can see the car has been cared for. The interior is lovely. The steering wheel is lovely. It's not abused. It's not worn. It's a very, very, very pretty car. Now, if you remember when this car first came in, I actually said on film that that's the type of thing I want to buy. And I did. Probably still do. However, I went a bit loopy in the sun and bought a convertible. So I might not be the best buyer of that car. However, I might get a rush of blood on Saturday. So you never know. Price-wise on that, and this really, really, really is unbelievable. Knowing what's been done to it, knowing what's been spent on it, knowing how it looks, knowing what it does, somewhere between £5,000 and £6,000. So come on, guys, get a grip. Come and have a look at it. Right, next one. Where are we here? Right, we're here. Now, this is, I like this again. I like it because of the colour, and I like it because of the way it's being restored. Okay, it's a 1989 Land Rover Defender 110. It's in, they call it the Huey colour. And the reason they did that was the Land Rover Heritage colour, and they put number plate on a Land Rover way back when was HUE, and when they did the last of the line, they painted them in this colour. This isn't last of the line, but it has been restored and painted in this colour. So, colour's good, wheels are good, you've got lots of new parts on it, and you've got new canvas top, new interior. It's got a nice diesel engine with a manual gearbox, open top body. It's done, allegedly, 200,000 miles, but it's been rebuilt. So in lots of ways, that doesn't matter. And I think when you come and see it, if you want to do that, you'll kind of see how good this is and how much money has been spent on it. It's very, very, very nice. You've only got to look at it to see. You've got new shock absorbers, the chassis is fine, the bumpers are fine, the bulkhead's fine. Maybe you might do something with the dashboard, maybe just retrim the top of the dashboard. Possibly, may not. Checker plate on it, it's just a nice thing. Little bits and pieces you may do, you may put a winch, you may put fog lamps, I don't know. But looking at it, this is nice. It's pretty. It's been well put together. Price-wise on this, again, 11 to 13,000 pounds. Not a lot of money. Then we come to this one here. So another Land Rover, different for different reasons. It's 1969, so it goes back many years before this one. It's showing 42,000 miles. It's a manual gearbox. Again, it's got a lovely story. Is it a project? I don't know. Gentleman bought it with his grandson and they did lots and lots and lots of things to it. You know, it's got galvanized chassis, which is new galvanized bulkhead. Lots and lots of work have been done to it. It's got a replaced 2.5 petrol engine. Yes, it's been hand painted, but it's a Land Rover. That's not unusual. All the hard work has been done, but come and look at it. As I'm talking now, the steering box is new, the bumper's new, as I say, the chassis is new, the bulkhead's new. There's probably 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 pounds worth of bits there. You get the rest of the car with it. Price on this, somewhere between 9,000 and 11,000 pounds. Comes with a load of parts in the back as well. Comes with some new rear bench seats. It's just, yeah, it's a 1969 Land Rover that maybe needs finishing, maybe not. But all the hard work has been done. 9,000 to 11,000 pounds. Then we move on to, now this is a project, I'm not going to tell you otherwise, but it's an interesting one. It's a 1977 Ford Capri 3 litre S. So, Ford Capris, yeah. 3 litre S, oh yeah. You do not see many 3 litre S's in any condition. If you do see a very, very nice original 3 litre S, chances are it could be either side of 30,000 pounds. Could be. This is a project. It is a project. I'm not going to tell you otherwise, but it's kind of all there. Interior's all there, steering wheel, seats, trim, wheels. It's got a pop-up sunroof. I don't think that was factory. Rear spoiler. It's kind of all there. It's got some badging in the back. There are lots and lots and lots of good points about this, but the best point about it is a 3 litre S. It's a genuine car. It's not something you're going to cobble together and call it a 3 litre S. It's a genuine 3 litre S. So come and have a look at it. If you want to rebuild yourself a proper Capri, here's the opportunity. Price-wise, I don't know, circa £10,000 possibly. But remember what it is, okay? So here we go here as well. Next car, 1972 Land Rover 109 Series 3. It is a project. It has been started. It's very unfinished. Lots of the hard work's been done, as in it's been rubbed down to bare metal or aluminium. So you can see what's underneath. It was believed to be a Land Rover that was owned by Knowsley Safari Park and used by them for many years. But again, do your own research on that. It will be a rewarding progress. It is a blank canvas. You can make this whatever you want to make it. It's no reserve, but it is a 72 Land Rover Series 3. So worth having a look at. Then we've got another project here, which is another BMW 7 Series. So we have 4 BMW 7 Series as well. 1983 735 E23. It is an unusual car. It's a 735. It's manual gearbox. That was factory. Didn't make many of them back then. This one did. Very rare thing. Sat on a set of BMW alloys. It's in a colour called henna red. It's got the brown velour interior, which is pretty much all there, I have to say. Factory sunroof. But it is a project. No getting away from it. You're not going to drive it away. Probably a project that's worthwhile saving because of what it is. It's not going to be a fortune, or it would be a great source of parts for someone who's building something. But nevertheless, it's a manual 735. No reserve, by the way, guys, no reserve. And then we come to this, which is a 1983 Audi Quattro. So, we have one outside, which is the one we've seen before. This one probably needs a somewhat more doing to it. It's an 83 10-valve Quattro, Amazon blue, very worthy of restoration. It's a shame it's got to that condition, but it has. It's a non-sunroof shell, that's important in the eyes of the purist. Interior-wise, again, it's pretty much all there. It's on the correct wheels, the shell is all there. It has a V5, it has the paperwork, it has all the things it needs. Yes, it's a restoration. There are a fair few of new parts on it. Read the web, there's an interesting point about the engine may have been breathed on by something called BR Motorsport, I believe, back in the day, who were Audi Volkswagen improvers, should we say. But have a look, it's a restoration, it is a project, but it's an Audi Quattro 10 valve. And we all know what those cars are worth. And from 1983, again, price rise circa 10 to 12,000 pounds. But come and have a look at it so you know what you're taking on. And that applies to all projects. We invite you to come along, look at them, touch them, see them, look at the paperwork. We really want you to know what's involved in any project that you look at with us. So what I'm going to do now is pop over into the mini room and look at some minis. Here we are in our mini room. We just had this recarpeted, by the way, so it's awfully pretty in here. So if you do come in with a burger or chips on Saturday, don't drop anything. Right, first car we've got here, 1968 Riley Elf Mark III. So again, interesting car. It's featured in Classic Car magazine and it's benefiting from a 1275 engine uplift, which is quite nice. So it gives it that little bit of an edge over other cars. Again, it's a pretty car and it's a variation on a Mini, but it's a Mini that I remember as when I was a younger guy, way back when I always thought these were quite posh compared to Minis, but that's just the way I looked at them. Got the fins on the back, you've got the front end, a bit of a more bulbous nose, got the interior. Again, another car that's come from long-term ownership. It's been ownership 20 years. But again, pleasing colour. Few marks on this quarter panel, and they are there, so there's nothing you can do about that, unfortunately, but they are there, but that can be painted. The rest of the paintwork seems quite nice. Cream roof, Webasto style sunroof, as I say. Quite a pretty car. Price-wise, £5,000 to £6,000, so not a lot of money, but it is quite a pleasing looking car, I have to say. Then we go on to a 1984 Austin Mini Mayfair, or that's probably what it was in 1984. It's a wee bit different now. It's a Mini, it's bright red, it's automatic. That makes it different. And it just looks really, really well, I have to say. So bright red, big arches, nice big shiny Miller Lite style wheels, silver roof, silver Viper stripes, black chrome round the grille, black bumper, chrome bumper on the rear. So maybe you might match them, I don't know. Interior is really, really nice. If you look inside there, you've got quite Bentley-esque Mulliner style seats in there. Quite a nice place to be. But remember, it's automatic. That makes it very rare. It makes it a great city car. It makes it so easy to drive and so much fun. So this is worth having a look at, this car, guys. Price-wise on this, somewhere again, £5,000 to £6,000. So, next car we go to is this. Now, 1988 Austin Mini City E. So, as they come, pretty much a basic car, but it is low mileage and it is an original condition, I have to say. It's showing 33,000 miles. It's manual gearbox, low owners, lovely paperwork with it, by the way. Original owner's receipt and lots of bills and receipts. book pack, all those things. Great colour, like a Wedgwood blue. Quite a pretty colour, I have to say. It's nice, the chrome is nice. Probably benefit from a set of centre caps, but they're not hard to find. As I say, it's from 1988. Price on this, well, there isn't. It's no reserve. So if you want to get yourself a Mini and you want to have a bit of a play, this is a good car. So on to the next. Again, 1994 Rover Mini Sprite. And I want to say it's a rare automatic, but we've got another one over there. So 2 automatic Minis, maybe 10 foot apart, but there you go. But this one is pretty much as it should be, as it left the factory. Not that there's nothing wrong with the other one. The other one's got a great look about it. But if you want something standard, this is probably more your thing. It is automatic, in black. It's had a lot of love and attention over its life. As you can see when you look at it, you can just tell. The interior is lovely. Nice little wooden steering wheel on it. It's got some nice different, what we call furniture on the door. So they've changed the door handle slightly just to give it that little bit of a look. But they're easy things to put back if you want to. And why would you? It's just a great looking car. Price wise on that, again, £5,000 to £6,000, but a pretty car. Then we move on to this. Now this has got a great story. Now I keep saying have a read of the web, but do. But I'll give you an overview. It's a 1965 Austin Mini Countryman. Okay, originally it went to Texas. So originally it was left-hand drive, and it lived a life in Texas, which is a very nice warm climate, which does cars the benefit and gives them a good lifestyle. It came to the UK, it was converted into right-hand drive, and it's been in the UK for some years since. In red, it's what we call a woody, so it has the wood back panel. It's an early car, as I say, 1965. Chrome is good, interior is nice, a few bits and pieces to do here and there, but it's its age and it's what it is, and it's a rare thing. Price-wise on this, 8.5 to 9.5. So, but it's a rare car, and don't forget, it's a very, very, very early car. Moving on to, now, here is a particular favourite of mine. Now, it was once a Mini. Yeah, once. However, it's real, it's metal in every way. It's got the bumper, it's got the grille, it's got the headlights. Can't tell you they work, but look what it's got. Look at that. How good's that? It's a barbecue. So what you've got there is a front end of a Mini with the alloys, with the number plate, and I don't quite think you can take that off, unfortunately, but anyway. You've got all the bells and whistles. And I'm going to just move this so you can see. So when you shut the Barbie, you have the front end of a Mini. So that's what you've got. So even down to the John Cooper Viper stripes. So there you go. There's a Mini barbecue. Now, if you're a Mini collector, a car fan, just want something quirky, because I know I do, I think that's great. You can buy that, and that's somewhere, I don't know, £1,000, £1,500, whatever, give or take. But what a lot of fun. How unique. Need gas for it, by the way. It's not a Barbie you put coals in. It's a gas powered, and the room at the back for the gas canister to go. So you do need the gas. Right, next car we have is a 2000 Mini Cooper 1.3 injection. Now this is a great looking car. It's in a fabulous electric blue. Again, John Cooper stripes, 4 spotlights along the front. Nice set of alloys, 2-tone chrome and gold, really set it off. Silver roof. Interior looks pretty much standard for the most part. However, I do know there are a few little tricks going on in there. So have a read on the web, because there's lots of information about it. The gentleman who owned it made it very, very personal for himself. So it's what we would call tastefully modified. It is the last year of, because it's 2000, and that's when the new BMW Mini started to kick in. So it is one of the very last Minis in its carnation. But it's a good looking car, it's a fun car, and it is tastefully modified in a good way. But have a read or come down and see it, and we'll explain to you what's been done to it. So that's it for cars. We have some number plates, so I'll tell you what the number plates are. We have the first one, registration number is 1, so it's a number 1 plate. We know how important they are. JSL, So 1 Juliet Sierra Lima. So we have that number plate, very nice plate, and the ones at the beginning as well, which makes it even better. And that is somewhere between 15 and 17,000 pounds. And then we have the other number plate of JS, so Juliet Sierra 02 Lee, L-E-E. So if your name's Lee, there's your plate. And that one is no reserve. So someone's going to get a little bit of a bonus with that. And then last but not least, we have the number plate 100. Again, good numbers, 100. Hotel X-ray uniform. So 100 HXU. So they're the 3 number plates. I think that concludes everything we've got. So we've gone through some hours and some cars there and some bits and pieces. Any questions, anything you need to know, ring us. Better still, come down Thursday or Friday. Come to the sale on Saturday. We start at 11 o'clock. It's going to be a great sale. And as you've probably seen with the cars, we have some brilliant cars, some great examples, some great prices. But you will control the prices, not us. Let's see what happens. Let's have some fun, and good luck, England.